has quickly risen up the charts. Many around the league with that performance, they're going to see that. Let me say it in my Dick Vitale voice. Get ready, baby! He's a PTPer, baby! The freak has arisen!
That was pretty convincing.
Thank you.
I thought he was here.
Not bad at all.
Not in this game.
Let's go out to Kevin Harlan.
Your freak was good. You look distracted, man. Everything okay?
Yeah, just got a few things going on off the court.
Yeah, I heard. Word gets around. Gotta put that stuff aside and be ready to play each night, though.
Yeah, I know. I'll be ready.
Hey, even though we're about to teach you guys a lesson, I'm here if you need it, man.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. And we'll be the ones teaching the lesson tonight, so I hope you're ready.
In your dreams, freak.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. A battle in the Western Conference. This Houston crowd. Blazers also changing it up. Chris Kamen's checked in for Plumlee. Noah Vonleh comes in for Davis. And Freak subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu. On the floor for Portland, Henderson. He's in at small forward. Chris Kaman out there with Vonleh. Then it's Lee, and it's Lillard in at the point. Trailblazers leading by 7. And it's Lee penetrating, pass to Lillard. Henderson, no one around him. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Andrew Beverly is checked in for Ty Lawson. And the basket by Brewer.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Anderson with it. From outside the arc, Ariza with the rebound.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Here's Henderson. That jam! I mean, just beautiful.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Here's Lillard. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Lillard against Beverly. It's Ariza on the wing. Henderson pulls it in.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Houston. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
And that did make things relatively easy for them. You know, it's nice to get a win and not have to work too hard for it.
Fades, and he gets it to go. Henderson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Odiunas has the open look, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. Last season, he played outstanding. He put up about 20 points per game, rebounds, and 2 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, Sid, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
The Rockets making a switch here. Barbosa's checked in, and Portland with a change here, too. Harkless is checked in for Lee.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Barbosa passes to Beverly. And stolen by Vonleh. Fast break, here they come. Here's Lillard. Ariza with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Henderson against Barbosa. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
What a night so far for Henderson. He's already got 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Howard's checked in for Houston.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, a bit ago, Kevin McHale and I were able to catch up. Though they lost the first meeting against this team this year, Coach isn't worried about what they can do on the offensive side of things, saying, we dropped the first one, but I still think we can put up a lot of points on this team and get a win. We just need to make sure the ball is moving. Not as easy as it sounds, though, always, guys.
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. The early game plan centered around their offense. It sounds
Yeah, you know what? I think it's the right approach for this game. I mean, if they can get off to a good start offensively, everything else should come together.
Well, what happens if they don't get off to a fast start? I mean, they'll be scrambling looking for answer shots. We'll see if that approach works for them.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Trailblazers leading by 12. Lillard outside. Now here's Henderson. He's guarded closely. Dishes to Vonleh. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Harkless. Goes back up. The shot by Vonleh no good.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it?
Here's Beverly. That drops. Beverly's got his first 2 points of the night.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And Barbosa has it in the corner. And it's Houston with another. Here is Lillard. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Henderson against Barbosa. Takes the 13-footer. Henderson, no good.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Puts it up from 12. No good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And that's one of those games where I just felt the attitude going in was wrong. I think they believed what was being said about them in the press, and that was a game that they just couldn't win.
I'm going to disagree with you here. I don't think it was about lacking confidence in themselves. I just think the talent difference between the teams was too much for them to overcome.
Goes up. And he goes in for the dunk.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Domination in the first quarter. And Rockets head coach Kevin McHale spent some time with us in the broadcast booth, but
when you don't have a dog in the fight, it's...
That's an interesting perspective on competitiveness and what happens when you're no longer in the thick of it, especially, Clark, when you're as physical a player as McHale was.
Yeah, you know, I certainly understand where he's coming from. I mean, I'm living it in many ways, but for me, it's about the love of the game and sharing that with so many other people who love the same things I do, whether they ever played or not. There's some common ground even outside of the competitive court.
Stick it too much.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Portland.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
McDaniels is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Harden. Then it's Lawson. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes. We've seen James Harden playing a good game here. He has 9 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Trailblazers leading by 12. Lee kicks to Henderson. Picked by Lee. Pass to Aminu. Lee dishes to Henderson. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. Davis. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Lawson the pass to Howard. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Houston moving the ball around. Howard with this screen on Lee. And Lawson, here we go. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
The Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Davis kicks to Henderson. Leonard dishes to Aminu. Here's Henderson, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Rockets trail by 12. Lawson kicks to Harden. That's good. Harden's got 13.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Pass to Henderson. Right side Davis. Down low, and then Henderson with the dunk.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Patience. Patience. Taking early 3.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Make the defense
Hey, Kevin,
move.
during that last break, I heard Terry
shot,
Stotts as he addressed
great
his
shot.
team. He focused on their
game come to
offense
you.
and said to his guys, make
forcing
the
the
extra
issue too
pass. Don't try to play hero ball and do it by yourself. That ends up leading to bad shots. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thanks. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. Rockets trail by 10. To the paint, here's Ariza. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got his 5th assist in this one.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful 2-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a...
Nasty. Nasty. The spinorama, kind of like he was in the washing machine. Do you know what kind of athlete you have to be to pull off that 360?
Remarkable, truly remarkable.
Let's
And
call
Clark,
it the agitator.
I tell you what, Spinorama, I like the nickname. You may have started something there.
Here's Henderson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.